With regard to the same, the digitalization of the courts has been a long-standing dream of the Indian government, although a very little has been done with respect to the same at ground level. Madam Speaker, I wish to know the steps which the government is planning to take under the Digital India plan for it.
I would like to call Mr. Harshit on behalf of government to answer the question.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Yes, in an effort to expedite justice delivery system, the government has planned to digitalize all of the 15,000 subordinate courts across the country. And government officials are working very hard in this area. This reform has brought various features that are to be added in the Indian judiciary system. First, there is a formation of E-Committee, which will be the head organization in implementation of all the strategies. Secondly, the formation of ICT infrastructure, which means information and communication technology, which includes site preparation, communication infrastructure, ICT hardware, system software, etc. The supervision committee has been formed at all the levels, for example, state level, district level, and talukas also. The formation of judicial portal and email services have been established. Development of customized software application for courts is done, and training of judges and administration staffs of court is in the process. The best example of our work is the state of Madhya Pradesh, where all courts are digitalized to an extent and a new provision of e-filing will be effective high courts from the next year. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Now I would like to call Mr. Nikhil to raise his question.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Madam Speaker, with your kind permission, I want to ask the government कि हमारे देश में काफी पहले से महिलाओं पर अत्याचार होता आया। एक बहुत लंबी लड़ाई लड़ने के बाद हम महिलाओं को इस देश में कुछ स्थान दे पाए थे। फिर भी आज हमारे देश में रेप की वारदातें दिन पर दिन क्यों बढ़ती जा रही है? ज्यादा पुरानी बात नहीं है। जब हमारे देश में निर्भया कांड हुआ, जब गुवाहाटी इंसिडेंट हुआ, दंगावास रेप केस हुआ, मुंबई गैंग रेप केस हुआ, गवर्नमेंट क्या कर रही है? गवर्नमेंट एक तरफ तो बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ का नारा देती है, महिला सशक्तिकरण की बातें करती है। गवर्नमेंट ने क्या पुख्ता कदम उठाए, मैं गवर्नमेंट से जानना चाहूंगा। कुछ डाटा है मेरे पास, कुछ डाटा है। जब से इस देश को एक नई सरकार मिली है, तब से ये इनके ऑफिशियल साइट से डाटा दिया गया है मैम, तब से रेप की वारदातें 33,000 से भी ज्यादा हुई हैं, किडनैपिंग 51,000 से भी ज्यादा, डाउरी डेथ 8,500 के करीब। इसके अलावा असॉल्ट मोलेस्टेशन, सती प्रिवेंशन एंड डाउरी प्रोहिबिशन एक्ट के तहत जो रजिस्टर्ड एफआईआर्स हैं वो है अराउंड 3,10,000 इन अ ईयर। ये आंकड़ा जो है, ये आंकड़ा 2 साल पहले तक पुरानी सरकार के समय 2,28,000 के करीब था। अगर ये लोग सुशासन की बातें करते हैं तो ये आंकड़ा कम क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? मैडम 3,10,000 का अगर 365 से आप डिवाइड करेंगे तो पर डे का आपको एवरेज मिलेगा 848। एक दिन में 848 अपराध हो रहे हैं महिलाओं के खिलाफ। हर घंटे में करीब 36 अपराध होते हैं, और अगर 1 मिनट का एवरेज निकाला जाए तो जितनी देर में मेरी स्पीच खत्म होगी, जितनी देर में भाई साहब मुझे देखकर मुंह पलटाएंगे, तब तक इस देश में एक और महिला की तरफ एक और छेड़ा जाएगा। सरकार से पूछना चाहता हूँ कि लोगों में सरकार जागरूकता फैलाने के लिए क्या कर रही है? सरकार कैसे समझाएगी जनता को कि उसके कपड़े नहीं देखने वाले की सोच छोटी है? ऐसा ही चलता रहा तो वो दिन दूर नहीं है जब हर माँ बाप अपनी बेटी को यही कहेंगे कि ना आना ही देश। हमें सरकार का स्पष्टीकरण चाहिए। सरकार ने क्या पुख्ता कदम उठाए हैं? सरकार के स्पष्टीकरण के बिना विपक्ष चुप नहीं बैठेगा।
Please maintain silence, the backbenchers. Please. Now I would like to call Mr. Pracheta on behalf of the government to answer the question.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Nirbhaya case did shook the nation, and some serious steps have been taken by the government. First of all, a new anti-rape law has been brought, in which the ambit of Section 376 has been widened. Non-consensual penetrative sexual acts and any degrading act of sexual nature against a woman's bodily integrity has been defined, and the punishment has been described. The Justice Usha Mehra Commission has been set up to probe all the lapses in the authorities. Non-filing of FIR is a crime. Any officer, any police officer who denies lodging the FIR will suffer an imprisonment of more than 2 years. Medical assistance steps that have been taken are: government has given directions to all the state authorities for their hospitals to set up rape crisis centers and sexual assault treatment units. For every hospital, it will be made mandatory to give treatment to any victim of sexual assault, and this treatment will be proceeded even if police has not arrived. Rape crisis centers, which have been set up by health departments, will coordinate the activities between police and the health department, and SAT will take these steps after the effect of any sexual assault. Now I would like to throw some light on data, some positive change that has been seen after Nirbhaya. First, from the year 2011 to 2012, the number of cases registered has increased by 3%, and from 2013 to 2014, there has been a big jump and increase by 35%. The conviction rate has increased in 2013 to 2014 by 43%. Number of persons arrested for sexual crime against women has increased in 2011 to 2012 by 7.75%, and the same substantial increase has been seen in from 2013 to 2015 with an increase by 35%. Now, safety reforms that have been taken by the state. We have directed all the public service vehicles to be installed with global positioning system, and the number of buses running at night will be increased. A 3-number helpline has been set up for any woman in distress, that is 181. In adjudication, a fast-track court could be set up. The objective behind setup of this court will be, we will keep the procedure aside, we will focus on speedy trial of cases. Cases will be thoroughly investigated, and the charge sheet will not be prepared by procedure, but this will be prepared in more fast manner. Police reforms which have been taken by state are increase of beat constables, increase of police patrolling, increase of recruitment of women police officers in the force, increase in number of police help booths or kiosks. Telephone booths have been established in large number for more access to police, and we have ensured that street lights are installed for in alleys and in stretches which are lonely that may prove to be vulnerable to any woman or any girl child. I would now emphasis more on public awareness and social programs, because law is one force but society plays a more vital role as a whole. What we need is to change the attitude. We need to sensitize our boys and we need to empower our girls. We need to give power straight in the hands of the women so that any woman who is a victim, who is in distress, can approach the appropriate authority, can approach the people and say about and can come up with her distress. In the end, I would just say that role of NGOs, Mahila Mandal, Women in Child Development Department, and we as a whole should become more to contribute to curb this social violence, to curb this social problem. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Now I'd like to call Ms. Shwetangana to raise a question.
Good morning. Madam, warehouses are used to store the materials to be sold in the future times in the market. Today, the wholesalers store the edible materials in the warehouses and they don't sell it then and there, waiting for the prices to go high. Just to earn profit, which causes scarcity in the market. Now, I would like to raise the question that is the government doing something to improve the conditions of the economy so that every individual can afford and buy the materials?
Now I'd like to call Mr. Harshit on behalf of the government to answer the question.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. We can understand this problem and government has taken many serious steps to resolve it. Government has conducted many unpredictable raids and a committee named Food Corporation of India, which is formed under the Act, Food Corporation of India Act is established. Besides FCI's own storage, FCI has hired storage from Central Warehousing Committee, State Warehousing Committee and from private parties for short term as well as for guaranteed period under Private Entrepreneurs Guarantee Scheme. Another provision, which is the creation of buffer stocks and buffer norms, are set up, and a post of Chief Vigilance Officer is introduced, whose team will see and perform raid where these type of detaining of foods is performed. Another provision which government has established is that it will take subsidy from the farmers for the time being. They keep their material